Hello everyone, Commander Kingfish here, and I am back in Train Sim World. Today we're going to do the Cumberland Switchback, which really is a free to explore scenario, and so free to play. So you can kind of climb aboard any of the available locomotives and drive them around the yard, hook up, and we'll do that. But first I wanted to show you the collectibles. I'm only going to show you one of each, and then you'll be on your own trying to find them. They're a little bit of everywhere. So the first one we're going to start with is the hard hats, and the first one I found is over here, right in the fueling station. It's a pretty easy one to find, and so all you do is you just walk up to it, and you can see it sitting right there. So you just walk up to it, and there you go, one of 25. Now I just about had all of the collectibles for this particular rail line, and unfortunately I lost my save, so at some point I'll probably start back over collecting them all. But that's the hard hat. Now there's a down here next to the turntable, there's a couple of more different types of collectibles. You have the hard hat, you have the signs, and then you have the sign posts. Excuse me. And then you have the rail or the repairs. Now there's one sign right down over here, and they're going to be on buildings. And let's see where it's at. Right over here. So this is what you want to look for when you're trying to find all your signs or your posters. So let's walk up to it, and of course, safety first. So that's the posters. Now there is a signpost, and those are kind of hard to find. You really kind of got to look close for them. Once I finally figured out what I was looking for, then it became a little bit easier. So there's one right over here on the turntable. So these are going to be some of the easiest ones to find, but let me try to get it in the light. So what you're looking for is a metal post sticking in the ground. So you can see they can be pretty hard to find. So we'll walk up to this. There we go. And CSX transportation property. No trespassing. Well, apparently it's okay for us to walk around. And that is the signs. Now, I know that there's a repair here in the yard. I can't find it, but I am going to walk down to one. It's a little ways down the line here, and it might be one that would be a little bit harder to get. We want to stay away from the office building. We don't want to end the scenario just yet. So once I get down the line a little ways, I'll get back with you and show you what the rail crossing repairs look like. And yeah, we're good here. All right, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're starting to come up where we'll find that rail repair. We are about 8/10 of a mile down from the Cumberland station, Cumberland Yard, and there's this side rail that comes off right down here, and we're going to follow it. And it's just before you can see this overpass going over the rail tracks. So you kind of walk down here, and we'll go ahead and finish running on over here. And you can find these, and they're usually at rail or road crossings like this. But you find them where you'll see a shovel and a downed marker. So as we get a little bit closer, you can see the shovel laying there and the marker, and you just walk over it. There we go. And the marker's repaired and the shovel's gone. So that's the finding the repairs. And again, you find them mostly at road crossings like this. And there is a couple in the yard, and I just couldn't find them. So at some point I will. So we're going to hike back to the yard now, and we're going to go ahead and do a hop into one of the locomotives and hook up, and then we'll probably call it good for this session or for this scenario. So when I get back to the yard, I will catch back up with you. Okay, I'm back here in the yard. Let's go ahead and hop in this loco over here, and we'll go ahead and hook up to one of the sets of cars out there, and then we're probably going to call this a pretty good video. It's going to be a little bit shorter one today. It's just a matter of running around the yard here in this particular scenario, doing a few things, just kind of giving you an opportunity to kind of explore. So let's open the door, and let's go ahead and sit in the seat here. Everything should be running. Let's see. Actually, let's turn the lights on. There we go. Gauge lights. Turn these lights on. Engine's on. Yeah, everything else is on. So we've got all of our lights set. Let's go ahead and put our reverser into forward. There we go. And let's release our brakes. There we go. There we go. That's released. A couple of blasts of the horn. And let's go ahead and give it a notch of power and get rolling here. Now it's 10 miles an hour through here, so we'll want to watch our speed limit. And we're just going to kind of cruise on down the yard a little ways here. So we're going to go outside the cab. There we go. I think what we'll do is we'll hook up to that set of cars that we're just going to come up by right up here. And we should be able to access them just not far off of this line right here. So as soon as we get down past the switch up here, we'll go ahead and switch over and hook up to it. I think what I'll do today is, instead of using the number 9 key and opening up the map, we're going to get out of the cab and switch the rails. Okay, we're still kind of cruising at 8, so that's good. And we're going to be coming up. We need to get past the next 2 switches. And once we get past this switch, we can bring her to a stop. Alright, let's start bringing it to a stop. And let's go back in the cab. Let's go ahead and get up. We're gonna go out. Guess I forgot to close that door. But let's come out here and turn this switch. And you can see we should be set. It's going to take us right onto that line and we'll hook up to that set of cars. Going back aboard. There we go. Let's remember to close the door this time. There we go. Let's sit. Now, let's put our reverser into reverse. And let's reduce our brake. Let's go outside the cab. And let's adjust around here a little bit. And let's just give it a little bit of power. There we go. You don't want to get rolling too much. We are a little bit on an uphill grade, so we're probably going to need to keep giving a little bit of throttle. That ought to be good. Rolling down here, we should be able to hook up. See if it's going to slow down enough for us. Yeah, it seems to be slowing down pretty good. We should be just about right. Very good, very good. And we're connected. Let's go ahead and put the brake on. And let's go back inside the cab. And let's set this up to exit the cab. So we'll turn our lights off. Turn that off. Turn the gauge lights off. Set our reverser to neutral. There we go. And set our brake to full service. And that should be it. So let's go ahead and get up. And we'll kind of head out the door here. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and finish up the scenario. We'll go ahead and walk over to the office. Actually, I may not end up cutting some of that stuff out. It's a short enough video as it is, so you'll get to kind of see some of the stretches along the way. So I'm going to dash over to the office and end the scenario. So hopefully you found this video informational, what to look for on the collectibles, and just a little bit of what the artwork is. One of the things I do know is that you can literally walk from one end of the Cumberland line all the way to the very other end. You don't have to take a locomotive. That'd be one hell of a walk. It would take a long time to do it. But if you're trying to find collectibles, sometimes you got to just break it up into sections and just walk part of the sections as well to find these collectibles, because they're scattered all along the line. I've found them pretty much everywhere in the first time through I was playing through all of this, so which is unfortunate that I lost my save. So oh well, that gives me an opportunity to come back and do some videos for you guys. So we're almost to the office up here. We're going to slow it down a little bit. And as always, if you guys like these videos, please hit that thumbs up. And please leave comments. Tell me what you think of Train Sim World. I like it over Train Simulator. It doesn't seem to be quite as buggy as Train Sim or as Train Simulator can be. I know Dovetail is still putting out content for that. I've stopped on the Train Simulator side, and I'm going to focus fully on Train Sim World and pick up the content for this game as it goes on sale. So wouldn't necessarily want to buy the stuff at full price. So but for each his own. If you want to get it right away as soon as something comes out, good for you. I like to try to wait and at least get it at half price, which makes it a little more reasonable because you can really get a lot of different scenarios in your collection. So, all right, so we're going to walk over here. We're going to end the scenario. There we go. And that's the Cumberland Switchback. So with that, I'm going to call it good. And Commander Kingfish is out of here. And we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye now.